Hi everyone, and welcome to 2021. A new year of progress, opportunities, challenges, and triumphs awaits. This is a video about New Year's resolutions, although it's a more specific video. It's specifically about physical training, New Year's resolutions that I've put on myself for this year. So basically, this is squat, bench press, deadlift, and 5k run goals for this year, which are massive, difficult, and in reality, I have until now until week 42 of this year to complete them. And the reason why I am only going to complete these goals, or why I'm going to try to complete these goals until week 42 as opposed to week 52, the final week of the year. The reason why I want to do this is because there's a taekwondo competition, hopefully, which I will be training for. That is the main motivation of all of my training, is that maybe if I'm lucky, the pandemic calms down just enough to where sports can get back. Taekwondo, which is an amateur, niche, pretty small sport, can get back, and we can finally have that national championship, which I didn't get last year. And since it's a pandemic, and I won't be able to train that much in terms of the actual taekwondo sport, I'll have to deal with simply trying to increase my physical attributes for most of this year. So it's going to be like an off-season year, and then I'm going to have a couple months at the end where I work more on my skills, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. So, before we start talking about, taekwondo national championship, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Look, this is a national championship bronze, which I achieved in 2019. And I achieved it with only running, no taekwondo, no lifting weights, just running and fucking trying to make the fucking weight, losing the weight. So if I can do a bronze medal with zero skill work, zero strength work, I can do a gold medal with even more dedicated year-long approach. I'm very confident in my abilities, but I'm not cocky, and I do know that I'm not some super special freak athlete. I'm not the best physical specimen, nor the most technical fighter you've ever seen. I'm simply just another fighter who is going to put in a significantly higher amount of work than the competition, and hopefully achieve his goal and his dream of becoming a national champion. So that's what this video is about. The training that I want to do, or that I need to do, to become a national champion. And that is my goal for this year. My biggest goal is to win the national championship this year. I just got to just check if the camera continues running. Alright, so like I said, my goal is to win the national championship. And all of these other goals are physical goals, squat, bench, deadlift, and 5k run goals. That will be conducive to me being in good enough physical shape to take on pretty much anyone in my age and weight class, and beating them in a taekwondo fight. So, my goals for this year, I'm going to put this in front of the camera so that I can cut to this. My goals for this year: I want to achieve a body weight of 78 to 80 kilos. I'm currently at 73, 74. So I want to gain about 5-6 kilos of solid muscle and fat and height, whatever. I want to gain 5 or 6 kilos. I want to take my squat from a 97.5 currently to a 160. That's a very difficult goal. I want to take my bench press from a current 77.5 to 120. And I want to take my deadlift from a current 137.5 to 200 kilograms. Also an incredibly difficult goal. I want to take my 5-kilometer run on my specific course, which is very hilly, so that's why the time is a bit slower than you might expect. I want to take my current 22 minutes 15 second run to a sub 20 minute 5-kilometer run. That's what I'm going to do in the next 42 weeks of training leading up to this national championship, which I still have no idea if it's going to happen. I'm hoping that this year I will be able to make something special happen. I'm hoping that I will maintain dedicated. I'm hoping that I will not break a leg or lose a parent or die from the virus or drown or find something else that I like more than fighting. I'm hoping that this will be a 42 weeks of dedication and focus, and of course going to school and staying serious with the rest of my life, but dedicating my life more so to training than ever before. It isn't about going ballistic or going insane, it's about staying very consistent, very dedicated for almost a complete year. You know, the last month of the year, or the last half of the last month of the year, it's going to be more relaxing time. But other than that, it's basically 11 months of, commitment, dedication, just sheer fucking will. So, basically, I need a squat improvement of 62.5 kilos, a bench press improvement of 42.5 kilos, and a deadlift improvement of 62.5 kilos, and a 5k run improvement of 2 minutes and 16 seconds. This is going to be the hardest and longest phase of training I've ever done in my life up until this point. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 training cycles plus a 5-week long training cycle at the end before the competition. If the competition becomes a reality, the last week or the last weeks is just going to be maintaining my strength and my conditioning and just working on my skills and sparring and stuff that I might be able to do at the end of the year, because I'm hoping that this current state of the world calms down a bit. But like I said, 160 kilo squat, 120 kilo deadlift, 200 kilo, no, I said it all wrong, screw that, 160 kilo squat, 120 kilo bench press, 200 kilo deadlift, and 19 minute and 59 second 5k run. These are my 4 goals for this year. I'm hoping to improve this bronze to a gold. Follow me if you want to. For those who watch this long video, thank you. It's kind of difficult to have a very long dialogue in this form, but thank you. This was my training goals for 2020. So, I will be 17 years old. If all goes to plan, there will be a national championship. I will be 17 years old, and I will win my first national championship gold medal. Let's go. This isn't just about building muscles. This is about making history and becoming the best in the country at something. It's going to be fantastic, and I love the fact that, I have people following me on my journey. And hopefully, the number of people following me on my journey will increase exponentially the stronger I get. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Every single week in this year will be hard, and there is a possibility that I will not achieve these goals. I know that firsthand. I have failed New Year's resolutions before, but this year I'm fully prepared and mentally, physically, and I will go in 100% dedicated, focused. 42 weeks of crazy fucking training awaits. Goodbye. I love you guys.